was pretty easy for myself. My wife Jennifer, right here. Her mom and dad have adopted. She has 6 adopted siblings, and they've probably fostered 50 to 60 over the years. So to see that up close, to see, just to see it all happen and see it up close and see the impact that could have. I think most people get into charitable work a lot of times with what they've experienced close to them or what they've seen, something that they've seen close, and they want to help that. So it was kind of a no-brainer when Jim and I, Jim told me we were deciding, we wanted to make sure we both were into what we were doing, and we kind of talked about a couple of different things, but that was easy for me. And Jennifer has done, a lot of, like he just mentioned, a lot of the heavy lifting with some of it and most of it. But it was just an easy thing and now we hope that was all. We've done everything in Chicago up until this point, but now that and we'll continue to do that, but now that I'm back in Arizona, now retired, won't be heading back there as much. We want to kind of, sink our teeth into similar type programs, but where we live full time in Arizona. So that's kind of the next move, I think. I think that it gives you perspective on, especially when you're playing, during the season, when you're doing things. I think a lot of the best games you ever have are days when you do something out in, in that field. And I think the reason is because it gives you perspective on what you think is really important and what you're going through, that 0 for 8, that 0 for 12. You think it's the end of the world, and then you deal with some of this stuff, and then you come back to the field and you feel like, okay, what are really my problems, So, but there's definitely, we would last few years, last 3 or 4, we would bring foster kids out to the field, for a day to come and play catch, shag during BP and stuff. And, you get like a 10, 11, 12-year-old kid, and, we have all this gear and equipment and whatnot. And you say, all right, well, here's a glove. You can have it, because we have all this stuff hanging around, and you give him a glove, and he's like, oh, I never had a glove before. And he's 12 years old, and you just take that stuff for granted. This kid's 12 and he's never had a baseball glove. That's just not right, So it's stuff like that.